Alright guys, this video is on Kaspa. This is one of my largest holding right now. So let's get into it. Kaspa gets in a bullish pattern, breaks up, and enters this pattern right here, which is a ascending wedge. If you watch all my previous videos, they've been descending wedge. So ascending wedge eventually breaks to the downside. So Kaspa will break down this way. Now, it doesn't mean Kaspa can't go up and it has to come down. What it means is it probably was on a descending pattern most likely, and I didn't look into it, and I can always zoom out and look into it. And it broke up and then started a ascending pattern, which we're in. It's gonna go up to a certain point, it'll break down, and then from there it will create another ascending pattern. So let me go ahead, zoom out, and actually look at Kaspa. Alright, so if I look at this part of Kaspa, so let's say we draw a trend line there, trend line here. So typically a pattern like this does break to the downside. But in this case, Kaspa didn't break to the downside. Kaspa went higher. And again, it's all about probabilities, right? Kaspa probably got some good news. It worked its way up and entered into a ascending pattern. So two things can happen. Kaspa can work this ascending pattern and at some point could break to the downside, or let's say Kaspa could break to the upside and create another pattern. But typically, ascending pattern will break to the downside. Now, there is another rule I have seen, and again, I'm learning. It's how you enter a pattern is how you exit a pattern. So, since this pattern is coming up and enters the pattern, then it could be that it can also break up. I have to do more research. If I told you I knew 100% without benefit of a doubt, I would be lying. Again, I'm learning. So I'm looking on the left side and I'm looking at my cheat sheet. And in my cheat sheet, let's see, I see falling patterns. So I'll have to continue to study. So two things will happen. Kaspa will go up. It could break to the downside. Kaspa can break to the upside. I'm not 100% sure. I'll do research. I'll update this video. But for now, let's look at what we have. And you know, sometimes there's no shame in saying you don't know what you don't know, right? So I've studied a lot of videos. So I'm gonna go to Google right here, and I'll bring Google, and I'll type in ascending parallel pattern crypto. So let's see what it says. Let's look at some images and let's see if it shows us. I need something that shows us how it enters and how it comes out. But let's look at it right here. It's showing us this pattern. It's gonna go up. But I need something maybe that shows us how it enters. So let's look at this drawing right here. So this drawing is showing you if it enters this way, breaks back to the bottom. There are some rules that talks about different variations. Again, I don't know. So this video is already turning out to be crap. But that being said, let's look at least what we got. For now, because I don't know, I'm gonna word it to you a little bit different than previous video. So if I was gonna buy Kaspa, but I can see this is the trend line Kaspa is following. You can see rejected, rejected. It got rejected, went to the upside because it's the bottom of the trend. Same here, same here. So if I was gonna buy Kaspa in this trend line, and I'm not sure where the trend line is gonna break, I would definitely not be buying it on the top of the trend. I would be buying it on the bottom of the trend because I know bottom of the trend, I will get the best prices. So let's look at this trend line. When it hit the bottom or close to the bottom, you could have got it anywhere from 9 to 10.5 cents. When it came here, you could have bought Kaspa at 11 cents. When it got here, you could buy Kaspa at 13 cents. When it gets here, you can buy Kaspa at 14 cents, 15 cents, 16 cents. So if I'm unsure where the pattern is going, I will buy it towards the bottom end of the pattern. I don't want to buy it in the top end of the pattern. So even when I'm uncertain, I can still utilize my pattern, buy them on the bottom. So now if you look at it, Kaspa is actually working below this pattern, which is this right here, the yellow line. So it's in the bearish part of the pattern. So if Kaspa's here, Lux Algo thinks Kaspa's going to go to 16 cents at some point. At least this was an earlier prediction. So if I buy Kaspa again, I'm going to wait till it breaks this yellow line. But if this pattern is true, eventually you're not going to get this price anymore until you find out where it's breaking to. At first, as I was making this video, I was thinking, man, this video is turning out so bad. But in essence, we can even have bad knowledge and still get better entries. Guess wrong, get better entries on the bottom of the trend lines. So I would personally buy Kaspa in this area. So I'll shade it for you. Bad shading, but anytime Kaspa enters those areas, I would end up buying a little bit of Kaspa. But a lot of you are buying Kaspa or something else. You're buying it on the top of the trend line, still higher part of the top trend line, still here. So if I was going to buy it in this bullish section, I would try to buy it as close to the yellow. And if Kaspa is right here now, I would again try to buy it at least in the middle, if not in the bottom. So even if you're uninformed, try to buy it at the best areas you can buy it from. Don't buy it in the top area. Don't see a bounce from here. It comes here and you're like, oh, I'm going to miss out. You buy it here and then it continues up. Great. But I wouldn't buy it there. I would let it come to the top, get rejected, and come down. Everybody talks about missing out. At some point, they are going to be right. At some point, you're not going to get this entries anymore. But until they prove to me that that is true, it's not true yet. It can be true tomorrow, but not today. I also don't think things are going to go that high, that soon, that fast. So again, patience is either going to get me better entries or whatever I'm holding on the side, I'm not going to get a chance to put in the market. But hey, if the market takes off, I can buy it at a higher number knowing that the market is going up. It's not end of the world. You would buy something at $1 knowing it's going to 2. If you buy it at $2 and you see the market is going insane, then it'll go to 4. You have less multiplier. But as of right now, you don't have multipliers going for you. You're having reverse multiplier. Matter of fact, you put $100 in the market, now you have 50. Maybe when the dip happened, you had 25. So it's working against you as well. So I hope this Kaspa video helped you. To wrap it up, I'm going to go ahead, trigger Lux Algo, and let's look where Kaspa is headed, okay? So we'll start off with the 45-minute chart. 45-minute chart thinks Kaspa's going to the downside, which is 16 cents. 1 hour chart is bullish. It thinks we're going to go to 17.4, which is 17.5 cents almost. 2 hour chart thinks, where is the target? Thinks Kaspa's going to go to 18 cents. But you know, I've been waiting for 18 cents for a while. Lux Algo's been calling it. So again, I'll be patient because until Bitcoin decides to do what Bitcoin does, our coins are really not moving. When people tell you, hey guys, this coin doesn't follow Bitcoin, this doesn't follow Bitcoin. Yes, everybody has moments where they don't follow Bitcoin, but Bitcoin brings them down. XRP won the lawsuit. What happened? It pumped. But look, XRP is down right now. It's at 56, 57 cents. The whole XRP world has been waiting for this. You can say they may appeal this, that, But the truth is, XRP is not going insane. So until it happens, nothing has happened. Your coin can end hunger. It can end poverty. It can make everybody rich just by holding it. But it doesn't matter what your coin do. If Bitcoin and the market manipulator, anybody else, they want to bring the coin down, they're going to bring the coin down. Doesn't matter how great your utility is. Wherever Bitcoin goes, your coin is going. So whenever you're going to buy anything, use Bitcoin as your compass. Verify it. If I want to buy stacks, I look at some coins that follow Bitcoin. I look at XRP where it's going. I look at stacks where it's going. I look at Bitcoin where it's going. And I try to use all three of those to link up to make a more educated decision. Well, anyways, guys, this video went already more than 10 minutes, so I'll wrap it up. Till next time.